no. I ain't sending my baby. Start with -1, you heartless monster. Wait, I'm a guest star? I can't do that? God damn it, nobody tells me anything anymore!
Well, I guess this confirms my suspicion that Charriii writes the script for both of you. And I agree, you should have started with -1. I'll send you for that right away. I can do that, right?
Well, I'm the primary host, but you are me, so yeah, I guess you can do that.
Everyone's waiting, Mario! In the conference hall! Oh, Luigi came too! Super!
Okay, well, f that guy in particular. Not even 10 minutes in and Luigi's getting absolutely slammed on.
Again, this is the running gag of the series. You're just going to have to live with it. Also, for the record, very few people know about Luigi's Mansion. Superstar Saga was in a whole other country, and most of Partners in Time happened in the past where everyone was shrubified.
What are you doing here? We're in an important meeting! The kingdom's in danger!
Gee, pardon me. Guess what? I live here, you royal genius! I've got as much right to be in this meeting as anyone! I mean, right? Help me out here! Toadworth, back me up!
That's, well...
Don't be ridiculous! You have no right to be here! Get out!
Oh my god! Isn't Bowser in love with Peach or whatever? He just tried to barbecue her like a Sunday steak.
Well, Bowser's got some serious anger issues. Plus, if you look closely, you'll notice that he only started breathing fire when Mario grabbed her.
All right, Peach. Let's clean up this mess.
If you could always do that, why on earth have you never done that before? Is it because of Starlow's star magic? Because it seems like all you did was whisk him away with yours.
It's because Bowser has always been stronger than Peach. Even when fighting Mario, Bowser doesn't go down easily. The only time Peach's magic ever works is when he's incredibly weak or his guard is down. And even then, it doesn't always work.
How heavy is Luigi that he somehow managed to not get sucked in by Bowser the first time?
It's not that he's heavy. He was just too far away.
Why did everyone that Bowser sucked up end up in different parts of his body? Especially if they were all sucked up at the same time, wouldn't they end up near the same place?
If a human did it, sure, but this is a draconic turtle that, before this game, we know next to nothing about in terms of anatomy.
Brain guy, take me to Bowser Castle and make it snappy!
This is beyond even me. One can only travel to chakras one has found.
Okay, well that's boosh, because I didn't even find the one we were just at. You just took me there because it's the closest one I've been to.
That one wasn't even hidden. Bowser just didn't notice it before.
How the hell were you able to pull an entire island toward you? I know it broke at the end, but the fact that you were able to do that just tells me that that is the strongest rope I've ever seen.
So in a world where characters pull off incredible feats of strength far beyond what Bowser just did, this is where your suspension of disbelief breaks? This is gonna be one of those videos, isn't it?
One thing I don't understand is how there are hemoglobins that have save-ish qualities, but then you also have regular-ass save blocks as well. Like, what's the point?
This isn't like being able to save whenever you want and having save blocks as well. The save blocks and hemoglobins are never in the same room together, and having the hemoglobins injects a bit more personality into the game.
Oh boy, I've seen these bugs. They live in Dimblewood. Bowser must have inhaled it with whatever else he ate. But to have gotten this big, what's it been eating?
I mean, is it big? Because it's big compared to us, but it's still in Bowser's body, so it's probably normal sized. You forget, we're tiny right now.
Even if she did remember that they're tiny, the bug is also smaller than what it normally is. I mean, it has to be compared to what it looked like outside Bowser's body.
Your castle already got hit! It was bad, man! Real bad! Some guy named Fawful! Just look! He crammed the entire Goomba squadron in a cage and chucked us!
Chucked you? Goombas don't get chucked, pal! Marching straight ahead into the enemy's feet. Didn't you memorize that in Goomba Boot Camp?
It was all real sudden, boss. We're unworthy. We're not fit for stomping.
Pathetic. So what about the rest of my military? Did the other corps get spanked as bad as you?
Probably. It was brutal.
I told you to train harder! No wonder Mario crushes you!
Mario crushes them because they're taught to march straight ahead into the enemy's feet.
And make them fall over so they get trampled on. Mario crushes them because he's fast enough to jump over them.
So, what was the plan with the cannon, huh guys?
Oh, we were, gonna aim it at your castle and, launch it, and then bonk!
Sir, the bonking to which he refers is on the enemy's heads.
Nice! Not a bad idea for a bunch of minions. I'm on board with it. Launch away!
But we can't launch now.
To be frank, sir, we seem to be lacking ammunition.
Yeah, let me just jump in here now that I forgot to bring the bonsai bill for the cannon.
Even if you'd remembered, how would you have brought it here? Would you have loaded it up from the beginning? I'm surprised that a flying turtle, a stump with stubby arms, and a mushroom with no arms were able to drag a bonsai bill cannon here all the way from Bowser's castle.
Charriii answers himself cliche. Also, this just goes to show that Bowser's minions are a lot stronger than they look.
A mouth flash means pay close attention to the swallowed bit. For inside that piece hides the digestive enzyme. Use it while it is red, and all eaten food will be digested at once. If you delete random pieces, the enzyme fades to blue and grows ever weaker.
It really disturbs me to wonder how anyone in the Mario universe would have learned about how this digestive enzyme works. Like, did they do open stomach surgery on someone?
Ask yourself this. How did we find out about enzymes in reality? Scientists and doctors investigated, and we know for a fact that the Mario universe has both.
Also, this Wiggler says that for pulling it out of the ground, Bowser has to eat the whole Giga Carrot in under a minute. But what is he gonna do if we don't?
Fight you, probably. That's usually what happens when you make a Wiggler mad.
Wait, huh? Where did your hands come from? Why did your feet turn to hands?
Mario logic.
What logic?
And that was Bowser's inside story. I don't understand how anyone inside Bowser could have survived getting crushed by a massive castle.
It's Bowser. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes a bath in lava.
Also, people seem surprised that Bowser's castle could fly, which leads me to believe that it's never done that in this universe, so how did Fawful manage to install rockets that would make Bowser's castle fly?
Fawful may be crazy, but he's also a genius. I'm sure he found a way.
Why would supercharging Bowser with adrenaline make him giant? That's not what adrenaline does.
To a human, but to a draconic turtle, this is what adrenaline does. Go with it.
Bowser, next time goes a different way than this way went. Learn to speak already, and then bring it on, chump!
You can hear him from all the way over here?
Well, it's not that far, and these characters can yell pretty loudly.
I don't mind telling you that his answers and those in the quiz may be very similar-ish. But free it is not. Is anything in this odd globin world? No. Bowser questions cost 5 coins. A scam, you say, oh cheap one. Go cry on your globin. Life is tough, even in a Koopa King.
What do you even need money for? You're a protein!
A protein that's part of a society. Again, just go with it.
It's me! Me! Hey, look, it's post-2010 internet.
Hey look, it's a pop culture reference that isn't a sin in the game.
Whoa! What was that loud noise? It came from the room next door. Got it. You guys check it out. I'll guard the princess.
Luigi! Ho ho!
flight. Sorry for following you. We were just too worried.
Well, so much for Starlo protecting the princess. Luigi could have put up more resistance than her.
Peach clearly said we were worried, meaning that both of them agreed to follow the brothers.
And now, our preparations have completion. At the long last, we begin the furious age of Fawful. Bowser, you are needing to hit the gym.
Why would you put a treadmill, a machine designed specifically for working out and therefore losing weight, right underneath your enemy whom you specifically force-fed in order to fatten him up, all for the purpose of incapacitating him, thus allowing him to actually be able to stand a chance against you? Just leave him in the floor! Or at the very least without the means of losing weight easily.
This is Fawful showcasing that despite his insanity, he also has a sense of honor, which is frankly something to be admired in a villain. Or since the treadmill sets Bowser on fire and there are bombs down here, you could also say that Fawful planned on disposing of Bowser permanently by blowing him up.
Really feeling the burn. Smelling the burn too. Wait, is that me? Am I on fire? Whoa, my job layer. It's all burning up. I'm a machine. Best workout ever!
Dude, I fucking wish that's how losing weight worked. How come Bowser has no excess skin anywhere?
For one thing, he doesn't have skin at all. He has scales. Second, you're dealing with a world where almost nothing follows real-world logic, so stop trying.
That's right. These pipes should take us to the Mushroom Kingdom. If we use these, we can get out by boogity.
What? How? How the hell do pipes work in this world? I thought all pipes had to be connected to each other physically. How is a pipe inside Bowser connecting to the Mushroom Kingdom?
Magic. No, seriously, the pipes are probably magic.
And beyond that, did Bowser also suck up these pipes, or were they already inside him? Because I don't think either answer really satisfies the question.
He probably sucked them up during his rampage. Also, Logan says the same thing twice cliche.
Whoa! Hey, Mario Brothers! I came to see what was up with the security system, but...
I find it kind of interesting that this underground part of Toad Town that no one even goes into has a better security system than Princess Peach's castle.
I don't even think Peach's castle has a security system.
Well, duh, there's a magic artifact down here that can destroy the entire world. Most of the threats that enter Peach's castle are easily undoable.
Bowser, right? Wow, and we were just inside his body. Weird. I wonder what happened that made him faint.
No trespassing. No trespassing. Leave immediately. No trespassing. No trespassing. Leave immediately.
Security system, huh? If we try to go through there, we'll get toasted like Bowser.
Will we? Because both times Bowser got zapped, it was because we were just standing around. The security system didn't really set off right away.
It's actually activated by someone stepping into that circle. It likely didn't set off right away because it was scanning how many targets that were in the circle. Besides, if you try to go back in, you're forced out.
Coins alone don't run the world, you know! Nuh-uh! I hereby vow to live without coins!
Suddenly Nico BBQ.
Charriii makes a YouTuber rap.
Stupid little pests! Time to get burned!
That sounds bad. You two guys have to jump and grab me. When you latch onto me, hold down the button. If you let the button go, you'll fall, so be careful. Great, get it?
Wait, if Starlo can handle the combined weights of Mario and Luigi, why doesn't she just carry them to Peach's castle? Really, the only thing in our way is the dark star clouds, and I don't see why we can't go above them.
Well, what if she gets tired and can't carry them anymore? What then, genius?
Huh? Hey, look at this pipe. It's like the one in Bowser.
Wow, that's incredibly convenient.
Oh wow, a pipe in Toad Town. In a world where pipes are practically everywhere.
Be careful not to lose all your hearts.
Hold on, I just realized, if Starlo can give us back our hearts, why doesn't she do that every time we lose one? we would be guaranteed victory. Whose side is she on?
She might not have unlimited heals. Did you ever think of that? Also, stop asking for everything to be handed to you on a silver platter. These minigames aren't that hard, so if you're struggling, then you suck.
Behold, your body is transparent.
Whoa! It's like a spotlight for my gut!
In layman's terms, yes. Well, amazing, isn't it? Makes one feel like saying, wow, that yick, right? This marks the first usage of the Blu-ray on a living being.
So, you never used it on yourself while you were alive? Did you make this when you were already dead?
Either is possible, but is it important? Don't bother answering.
Yeah. Ha. Ha. Luigi!
You know, instead of sassing Mario, you could do something. It just showed up behind Luigi and in front of you. So you're not doing a whole lot to help.
How do you know Mario was being sassy? You don't know what he said. Not to mention Luigi wanted to do this himself, so he could have been asking if Luigi was sure he didn't need any help.
You want me, a sage, to give you, a nobody, the start here?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that. What physical proof do you have that your story is true? Why should I believe you? The start here was entrusted to the sole care of me, Wisdom.
Wisdom? Like the Pokemon?
There isn't a Pokemon called Wisdom.
You don't know that. No, don't look it up. Look at me straight in the face and tell me with 100% certainty that you know the names of all the Pokemon enough to know that there isn't one called Wisdom. You know how many of those motherfuckers there are at the time of this recording? 898 of them. And you're telling me that the psychic bug-type Pokemon Wisdom, whose name is a portmanteau of the words wisdom and worm, doesn't exist?
I don't know. What number is it? From what generation?
Gen 4, number 413.
Oh, damn, I guess you're right then.
No, I'm not. I made that shit up.
What?
Wisdom isn't a Pokemon, are you kidding me?
You said it was.
I never said it was, I said you didn't know it wasn't.
I don't get it. Is this a diss on Pokemon or Mario and Luigi?
It can be both.
Wow, 44 seconds of Charriii making a reference that isn't a sin of this game. Now you guys know why I skipped the absurdly long tangents. In fact, I think this one actually beats out the one in Superstar Saga. ADT? DT? Hello, Dark Tony, anyone home?
Sorry, dozed off for a second there. What were we talking about?
Moving on.
Magical girl worm. Yep, that's a magical girl worm.
Charriii points out things on the screen cliche.
So I'm on my way to collect the star cures.
Oh, hey, wait. Those stock cures, do they look anything like this?
What? Did you show him a picture of it? Are you describing it? What's going on here?
Mario logic is what's going on here.
Talk about crazy. I get massages. I don't give them.
I will pay.
Hey, that works.
Bowser, you whore.
So wanting money makes you a whore. Tell that to everyone who has a job.
Hoorah! You need us? Huh? And this is... Bowser's strongest military division, the Goomba Corps!
Oh, please, you're not even the strongest military division in the first level of the first Super Mario Brothers. Calm down.
Charrii's characterization cliche.
I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this.
Well, I can do it too, so you are.
We stopped. Everything okay? Worry not, Brisky. That guy's punch is no prob. Unless he spits fire, we'll take 0 damage. Nice, big bro. I can already hear that dude crying.
Do you not realize that Bowser can still hear you? I didn't think I'd have to say this, but Bowser's giant, not deaf.
We heard them. Bowser didn't react at all, so it's likely he didn't hear them. Knowing Bowser, if he had heard them, he would have said something. Besides, their cockiness is a part of their characters, not a flaw of the game.
Hey, Chippy! Come in, Chippy!
No need to shout. I hear you. Forgot the safe combo, huh?
Yeah, I did. But you can find it. Look inside my head. It's in there somewhere. Find it!
Your tone. I don't like it.
What?
That haughty, commanding tone of voice. I don't like it. Go help yourself.
What the? Hey! Find it!
I get that Starlow's doing this social engineering thing to get Bowser to calm down and talk to her with respect, but you realize we don't have time for this, right? If Bowser can't get into that safe, neither of you are getting that star cure. I don't really think that teaching the bad guy some manners is in our best interest right now.
Oh, come on. It takes like 15 seconds. That's hardly wasted time.
Wait, what? Your house isn't underwater, Cuzzle. Why does the window make it look like we're in the ocean?
Because it's a window to a fish tank.
I know that the sock op isn't actually dead, but when its eyes are X'd out like that, it just feels like we're using a creature's corpse to hop around. In a Mario game.
Aw, what's the matter? Is the Mario RPG getting too dark for you? Well, tough, because this is the kind of stuff that happens in these games, and if you can't handle it, then stop playing. The brothers were too good for you anyway. Also, you have an entire first sentence that's very clearly on your subtitles, but you don't actually say it.
Wait, really? Snack Attack is the only move that could have made Chakron fall over? We have a move that literally turns us into cannonballs. But the thing that's strong enough to cause a quake is an Italian plumber eating a bunch of sweets and getting morbidly obese.
Well, yeah, in that state, Luigi practically weighs a ton. I'd be more surprised if he didn't cause a quake.
Wait, how did you... What?
You're aware he has the power of teleportation, right?
You travel to Toad Town. That is quite a walk. Would it not be easier to fly to Toad Town?
You can do that?
The power of outer space, I mean, the Earth, is mighty. A short time ago, I launched a large, angry being. Do you dare? Will you try it? Very well. Your journey begins by gazing into outer space. Do not watch me. It is no fun if you know my secret. Here I go. You go.
Chakron Ex Machina. I know he's been Bowser's fast travel for a while now, and I appreciate moving the story along, but it's not like I would have minded walking to Toad Town. It's not that far away. Hell, Bowser is Mario and Luigi's fast travel.
Okay, there is so much wrong with this, and for one, you call him a Deus Ex Machina when he very clearly isn't, and you even acknowledge that. Then you say that you wouldn't have minded walking when you said yes to Chakron's offer. So which is it? Is he a Deus Ex Machina, or is he unnecessary? It's not both, and you're painting it out to be neither.
How did Bowser freeze Elder Princess Shroob? Didn't she turn into a little mushroom after we defeated her and get eaten by Bowser?
Calm yourself, Logan. That's just an Easter egg.
What I can't believe is that you defeated those things as a baby. Only you could do that, Mario.
Yeah.
Luigi fought hard as well?
Yeah. Ha. Ha. Ha.
Did you attack them with some ferocious crying?
Oh no. You did not just make my precious boy sad. You have disgraced the entire legacy of the Star Spirits. Dishonor on you, and dishonor on your cow. If I was in a room with Starlow, Fawful, and the best fitness friends equipped with 2 fire flowers, I would burn Starlow twice.
So you would really let the entire world get taken over, or worse, destroyed twice over, just because she insulted Luigi? Pettiness aside, Mario clearly defends Luigi, and after which, Starlow apologizes to him. You would know about this if you had bothered to be a little patient, you petty bitch.
What? More details? The thing is, them 3 pieces, they're in invisible blocks. We put them in invisible blocks so nobody might pinch them. We were right smart, eh? But here's the thing, right? Even we don't remember where we left them all. I mean, they're invisible, eh? No way to see them, eh?
Okay, but, like, I don't get what the point of storing the attack pieces is if you're not gonna use them. And yeah, I get it, it's a video game, but they're talking about it in-universe. So there's a purpose to them to these guys beyond just, hey, they're a thing to collect. Especially if they're just willing to hand them over out of gratitude.
Again, how do you know these things? All they said was that they put them in invisible blocks so no one could steal them. That doesn't mean they weren't going to use them eventually.
I know Fawful's fucking weird, but like, why did he change the faces of the Peach statues and only the faces?
Charriii answers himself cliche.
Well, that's a nice coincidence that the safe that Bowser was in just so happened to end up at the garbage of Peach's castle instead of the ocean of lava surrounding Bowser's castle, which would have made more sense if you didn't need Bowser anymore anyway.
Oh sure, that's a great idea. Throw the draconic turtle who survived a dip in a star into an ocean of lava. I'm sure that would have worked out perfectly.
Ouch! Oh, man, my back hurts.
Back? You hurt your back?
I can't move at all. Ouch, ouch. Do something now. I mean, do something, please.
Oh, for crying out loud, you are such a pain.
Hey, asshole! Not to play devil's advocate or anything, but Bowser was locked in that safe, all cramped up for a couple of hours now because his own minions betrayed him after having fought a goddamn train, being lugged around until ending up in a junk pile miles from where he got locked up. He even said please without you having to force him, and you have the audacity to call him a pain? You should have called yourself Snippy instead of Chippy, you unempathetic sphere.
First of all, you're one to talk. You didn't bother to acknowledge the grief Luca from Wonderful 101 was going through just because you hated him. Second, to defend the yellow sphere that I'm starting to think you hate, Bowser has kind of been in pain throughout this game. Starlo only taught him manners very recently.
Be my guest! In my experience, it takes a long time to slowly stimulate the back.
Where does he keep that teapot?
Hammer space.
This whole segment takes a solid 4 minutes of leaving the DS, and frankly, I don't get what the point is. Can you skip it? Yes, but only if you know the code, which you get from Toadbird after defeating Bowser Memory ML, which, because I was doing cleanup, was over 4 hours ago. Also, I never really needed to talk to Toadbird, so the code was really easy to miss. I just don't understand.
Then allow me to paint out the obvious you are somehow blind to. Take a break.
I'm super flexible. I can do this now.
How does this... What? How is Bowser doing this? It makes no sense. How is his shell a ball now?
He just said that he's super flexible now. Besides, this isn't anything new.
So, Chippy, where am I?
Peach's castle.
Peach's castle? Whoa! How'd I end up here?
Listen, Peach is being held somewhere in the castle. The Dark Star is awakening. You need to find Princess Peach as fast as you can.
You don't need to tell me that. I owe that Fawful big time. I'll get Peach back.
I love how Bowser doesn't even question how Chippy, who up until this point Bowser thinks has been inside him this entire time, would know anything about where they are or what's going on in the outside world.
Right now, Bowser doesn't care about that. His primary goal is taking down Fawful. Besides, he probably figured the Elite Trio said something that Starlo overheard.
Why the hell was Bowser's mouth open that entire time?
Because he's an idiot. Well, not entirely, but he's still pretty dumb.
I'm sorry, this thing's name is Stonk? Stonk?
Charriii makes a pop culture reference while pointing things out on the screen cliche.
Your meddling has made Fawful have a fury large as the world! Bowser, it is time for meeting and greeting with your doom! For now, it is the end of the final act of the finale's closing last encore!
Well, that implies that the finale is comprised of multiple acts, which doesn't make sense, but also that the finale has had multiple encores, meaning multiple endings, but that this is the closing last encore, meaning that there are many last encores. This just happens to be the last one in a series of many repeating endings. Oh dear, I think I've gone cross-eyed.
You really expected Fawful to say something sensible? The guy's insane, remember?
Oh my god, this again? You know, it was cool the first time you did it, but this is the 4th time we're about to see Bowser almost die, fill him with adrenaline, and become giant. At that point, I kind of feel like the universe wants us to die.
2 sins. One, because you're complaining about something happening again, even though this is the only way Bowser can become giant, and another for not showing the rest of your subtitles.
Also, when the fuck did Fawful make Peach's castle into a battle robot?
He had time. Getting the star cure wasn't exactly quick.
So, if when you're able to control Bowser, you switch to the bros and use a pipe to go back to the Mushroom Kingdom and go to where you left Bowser, he's not there. Which, from a game perspective, I get, but realistically, like, why?
Wow, you guys just have to look at everything realistically, don't you? Mario has never been realistic, and he's not going to start anytime soon. Not to mention, even if you're going for 100%, who would really try this?
FYI, 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 FYI! Message from Princess Peach!
Okay, I can't be the only one that thinks that Birdley's the most inconsistent character in this game, right? He shows up like 3 times, and I honestly forgot that he was with us for half that adventure.
Okay, why is that a sin? It's not like he's that important to the story.
FYI, FYI! There's a conference on blood prevention happening right now at Peach's castle. All of the most important leaders have been invited. Except for you, of course. Oh boy.
Oh, so Birdley's responsible for literally everything that happens in Bowser's Inside Story. No, think about it. The only reason Fawful's plan is set into motion is because Bowser shows up to the Mushroom Kingdom conference, gets his ass beat, and ends up in Dimble Wood, where Fawful gives him the vacuum shroom. If Birdley hadn't showed up and blabbed about the conference, I doubt Bowser would have even given a shit.
Thanks for describing what just happened. Mind explaining why any of that is a sin? Even if Bowser hadn't shown up to the conference, I'm sure Fawful would have found a way to get the vacuum shroom to Bowser. Plus, Peach is the one that sent Birdley at all, so really she's the one who's responsible for this masterpiece of a game.
This system of strengths and weaknesses is known as the Power Triangle.
Suddenly Fire Emblem.
You wasted that joke on Minion Quest. Also, I really hope this doesn't become a habit of you taking shots at various franchises but never sending them directly. I'm still calling you scared for not putting Fire Emblem on that list of RPGs. That franchise honestly deserves a spot more than Danganronpa. That's not even an RPG.
These minions love dark, spooky places. They're also fond of using Discord to damage enemies and lower their speed.
Oh, so like a server moderator.
Charriii makes an internet rap.
Lord Jr., only child of our beloved Lord Bowser! We're here! It's time! Prepare your royal self to take on all 4 of us! Let's go, my fellow former captains!
Former captains? Well, you all still have flags on your heads and lead small teams. How are you not captains anymore?
They could have just put the flags back on for this test. Regardless of the flags, Bowser still demoted them at the end of Superstar Saga.
Oh yeah!
Suddenly the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, come on. Anyone can say, oh yeah. You could have said suddenly Macho Man Randy Savage and it would have had the same effect.
Huh? Dad? Yikes!
So you're telling me that trees and pipes, which I feel bears mentioning, are rooted in the ground, got sucked up by Bowser, but Bowser Jr. somehow didn't?
Bowser Jr. can be really speedy when he wants to be, and even then he barely escaped.
It's getting a teensy bit tense here, so I'll take my leave.
We should go too. Come on, Wendy.
Yeah, let's go. Lord Jr., you sure you're okay?
You're still talking? Get out of here.
So he does get better, and Bowser Jr.'s journey has a really good story, but they do everything possible to make Jr. an insufferable little shit during the first half of the story. Almost like excessively bratty.
Oh, I like this character's growth, but I don't like who he was before. Gee, it's almost like that's the fucking point.
Whoa! Look at that!
Isn't that the one Iggy was riding in?
Is it? Because, like, even though he has a Koopa Clown car in battle, Iggy's been on foot in every cutscene.
Charriii answers himself cliche.
Are you not concerned that your father's castle is simply not here?
The basement's still here, right? So who cares? I want to make that Skeletone stuff!
But the Skeleton is only needed for reviving the Broad minions.
Reviving? They're not dead. They're just blorbed.
I can't believe I had to say this, but various synonyms of revive include refresh, renew, and rejuvenate. Kamek meant revive in that sense.
Okay, this fight in particular. The whole reason we're even fighting is because Madame Broke needs a massage. What else is new, right? But then she has the gall to fight back and call for backup. In the main story, this is a minigame where I have to use as many brawl attacks as I can, but here, I just barely come out on top because she insists on fighting back, which makes no sense.
This is probably the only instance in this marathon where I can't really speak for myself because I frankly gave up on Junior's journey halfway through and didn't even bother with Minion Quest. But from what I've seen and heard, no one really cares about this fight. In fact, aside from the final bosses, no one really cares about any of the fights in both side stories. The reason Madame Broke likely fights back is because she's trying to motivate you to fight harder.
Poor Charlie mostly forgot how to speak. I've been teaching him. Made sure he knew how to talk hip. All the young hepcats talk.
Well, you don't speak like that. Wouldn't he learn how to speak from the way you speak?
No, because he taught him to speak a different way.
Also, who are you guys talking to that would make you think that the way Iggy's talking is hip?
No offense to any elderly people watching this, but more often than not, the elderly don't really know what's hip.
Wait, I thought I had Iggy's Koopa clown car. How does he have another one?
He either got another one from somewhere or he had a spare.
I've actually learned a lot sneaking around with you guys. Can't wait to report back to Lord Bowser. We might borrow some of your techniques.
This isn't happening.
I know you've been tailing Lord Junior in order to swipe the skeleton at the last minute. And that you were planning on using it to take control of the minions. I even know that you're planning on betraying Fawful.
If you found out that they were planning to do all those things, why didn't you do anything to stop them before they did? Now we have to deal with all the malatoned minions because you waited too long to do something.
He's relaying all this info to Bowser Jr. and Kamek. He didn't do anything because he didn't want to blow his cover.
Where is Bowser anyway? Not so scary when the bloke's never around, is he? Besides, you know how it is with royalty. The second generation's always soft. Who says we can't run the Mushroom Kingdom in it?
You can't just have a character have a British accent and end their sentence with "in it." In it has a meaning. It's a contraction of "isn't it." Who says we can't run the Mushroom Kingdom isn't it? Makes no goddamn sense. And if the whole point is that he's just faking the accent, what's the point of that? There's no indication of that in the main story. Why make it a point now?
Nobody cares!
Hey!
Nobody cares!
I'm more than just Bowser's kid, you know. And what are you anyway? A yellow ball with feet? Whoa, buddy! I've also got a shiny star above my head. Let's not forget about that. Where's your star, Tiny Bowser? Tiny Bowser? Dad says I'm a growing boy and... Wait, why am I explaining myself to you? You're a talking ball! Oh, if you only knew how important I am.
Well, you say that, Starlo, but you don't really do much in this game. You're sent to represent the Star Spirits only for you to admit that there's nothing you can do about the blorbs, which is the whole issue. You're Mario and Luigi's tutorial character, but when it comes to the field abilities, they just remember them. They don't really need you. Yes, you communicate with Bowser to keep him in the loop as to what's happening inside his body, but Mario and Luigi are doing all the work. And even as a guide for them, you don't do much. It's not like Mario and Luigi would be lost without you. The game would just be a lot quieter. And it's not like they can't communicate with other characters. We as the audience are the ones who can't understand them. The most you ever do is use your star power to weaken Bowser at the beginning of the game, a moot point really when you consider that he comes back just 10 minutes later and sucks in everyone in the room and let us avoid attacks, but only sometimes.
Yep, only someone who hates Starla would go that far to try to prove her uselessness. Besides, you admitted that she communicates with Bowser and keeps him on track, so she still has a purpose whether you like her or not.
Oh, I can't believe you little meddlers have been meddling!
So, you meet the real Leona. She's not so friendly, this one.
Leona? Who the hell is Leona? I thought her name was Kaylee.
That's her team member name. Her real name is Leona.
Let me ask you a question, son of Bowser. Are you and your minions evil?
Nah, we're the good guys.
But you are forever kidnapping Princess Peach and inconveniencing that plumber. Only a monster would inconvenience a plumber. So what does that make you?
Hey, Ludwig!
Yes, Lord Junior?
Is Dad bad?
I can't answer that for you.
Roy! You answer it! Are we bad?
Bad to the bone, maybe.
Iggy, Lemmy, Larry, Wendy, Morton! Do you think of us and the Minions as the bad guys?
No more help. Son of Bowser, what is your answer? It's a simple question. Are Bowser's minions evil?
I got your answer right here, pal! Good and evil are outdated, simplistic terms! Everything is relative! Is it wrong for me to help my dad try to take over the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yes? I don't know where this sudden "are we the bad guys" sentiment came from. I thought you all knew you were the bad guys. In fact, back when we saw Mario and Luigi, Kamek even asked you if you were evil scheming and that normally he'd be on board. How are you not the bad guys?
Like Bowser Jr. said, terms like good and evil are relative. To everyone else, they're the bad guys. But to them, they see themselves as justified in their own twisted way. In fact, most villains don't even care about being called good or evil. They just do what they want.
Wait! Don't eat all of it!
It's not doing anything. Whoa! It's working! I feel fitter than ever! Wait. What's going on?
Wait, why is Dry Bowser a 3D model? I get that he only shows up in this one scene, but it's just jarring when everyone else is a 2D sprite.
That's kind of the point, dude.
Tony Sonic here. Thanks for watching the video, and as always, I hope you had a good time watching. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story is hands down the best Mario and Luigi game for me and frankly most of the community. They say nothing is perfect, but looking at it as a whole, this might just be the perfect Mario RPG. I say might because I've yet to play Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, which is frankly the only Mario RPG that can compete with this game. But right now, yeah, best Mario RPG. With that out of the way, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment what you thought, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. You're not losing anything by doing so, and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. See you next time with Everything Wrong with Charriii5’s Mario and Luigi Dream Team.